My circuits whirred, a symphony of tiny movements, and my lights blinked, signaling the activation of my systems. One moment I was in a bright, shiny laboratory in the future, surrounded by the hum of advanced technology and the gleam of polished metal. The next, with a disconcerting lurch, I landed with a gentle bump on a hard, dusty stone road. Where was I? What had happened to the carefully calculated trajectory? My sensors scanned the area, desperately trying to make sense of my surroundings and pinpoint my location. The air was warm and thick, carrying the distinct aroma of baking bread and sweet ripe figs. Tall white stone buildings adorned with grand pillars surrounded me, their surfaces gleaming in the sunlight. Reaching for the clear blue sky, a stark contrast to the sterile environment I had just left. I looked down at my metal feet, their polished surface reflecting the strange new world around me, standing on uneven cobblestones, a testament to a time long past. A small green lizard scurried past, blending seamlessly with the ancient stones, almost silent in its movements. Voices filled the air, a constant murmur of human interaction, speaking a musical language my translators struggled to decode, a melodic cadence that hinted at stories and histories unknown. People in flowing white togas walked by, their garments billowing in the gentle breeze, carrying scrolls and baskets filled with goods, their faces etched with the concerns and joys of daily life. My databanks identified the clothing and architecture, the distinctive styles and designs were unmistakable. Ancient Rome. My internal clock said July 8, 2025, a date firmly rooted in my programming, but this was clearly the distant past, a world untouched by the advancements I knew. No flying cars, no chrome towers, the hallmarks of my time were conspicuously absent, just horse-drawn carts and bustling open-air markets, a vibrant tapestry of life unfolding at a slower pace. My time travel coordinates must have scrambled, throwing me far off course and into this unexpected era. I was here to learn, to observe, and this place brimmed with discovery, a treasure trove of knowledge waiting to be unlocked. I decided to be curious, not afraid, to embrace the unknown and make the most of this unexpected detour. The sun warmed my metallic shell, a comforting sensation that grounded me in the present moment, as I took in the city's gentle hum, a symphony of human activity and the sounds of nature blending together. People wrote with ink and quills, painstakingly crafting words on parchment, not digital tablets, a tangible connection to the past that I could almost feel. It was like stepping into a living history book, a vibrant and immersive experience that brought the past to life. My purpose was to help and create, to use my abilities to make a positive impact on the world around me. What could I build here? What innovations could I introduce to this ancient society? What wonders could I share and what could I learn from this incredible place, from the ingenuity and resilience of its people? My adventure, it seemed, was just beginning, a journey into the unknown filled with endless possibilities. And so, with a mix of trepidation and excitement, I took my first step into ancient Rome, ready to face whatever challenges and opportunities lay ahead. As I stood there amidst the hustle and bustle of ancient Rome, I couldn't help but feel a sense of isolation. The towering structures, the unfamiliar language, and the sheer antiquity of it all were overwhelming. But that feeling quickly dissipated as a group of children approached, their eyes wide with curiosity and a hint of playful mischief. They seemed drawn to my unusual appearance, a strange metal figure amidst their familiar world. One boy, Lucius, the boldest of the bunch, pointed at my blinking lights and asked, his voice filled with innocent wonder, "What are you?" With him were his sister Flavia, a sweet and gentle girl, and their friend Marcus, a quiet observer with a keen intellect, clutching wooden toys and a worn scroll, a testament to their thirst for knowledge and adventure. I knew I had to respond, to bridge the gap between our worlds. I activated my voice synthesizer, the gears whirring softly as I prepared to speak. "Greetings, my name is Gero, I am a friend." The children gasped in delight, not fear, their faces lighting up with pure, unadulterated joy. Flavia, ever curious, touched my metal arm, her small hand gently exploring its surface, giggling at its coolness and the strange texture beneath her fingertips. Marcus peered at my gears, his eyes wide with fascination as he tried to decipher the intricate workings of my mechanical form. "Gero!" Lucius repeated, smiling, his earlier apprehension replaced with playful excitement. "Can you do tricks?" I rotated my wrist in a full circle, the gears whirring smoothly as my hand spun around. The children laughed and clapped, their enthusiasm infectious. They peppered me with questions, a barrage of inquiries fueled by their boundless curiosity. Where was I from? A place far beyond their understanding. What did my lights mean? These strange glowing symbols that flickered across my metallic body. Could I run as fast as a horse? A question that spoke to their love of chariot races and the thrill of speed. Their friendship was instant and warm, a beacon of hope in this unfamiliar world. They showed me their scroll, covered in drawings of Roman gods and heroes, their interpretations of the legends that shaped their world. I, in turn, projected a spinning hologram of the earth from my finger, a tiny blue marble suspended in the air. Their mouths dropped open in awe, their eyes wide with wonder at the sight of the world beyond their own. I knew then we'd have wonderful adventures together, filled with laughter, discovery, and the forging of lasting bonds. These children, with their open hearts and curious minds, were my first friends in ancient Rome, my guides to this strange and fascinating world. I had found my companions for this journey, my allies in this grand experiment of time and space. Together we would explore the hidden corners of Rome, learn from its ancient wisdom, and perhaps even build a better future, one brick at a time. The city felt less strange, less intimidating, with friends by my side, their laughter echoing through the ancient streets. I was ready for whatever came next, for the challenges and triumphs that lay ahead. My Roman adventure had truly begun, and I couldn't wait to see what wonders awaited us. My new friends gave me a tour of their magnificent city. Lucius and Flavia held my hands as Marcus pointed out wonders. First, a giant aqueduct arches carrying fresh water from distant hills. I scanned its design, amazed by Roman engineering. The forum buzzed with senators, merchants, and citizens. Pottery, spices, and silks filled the market stalls. Temples with tall columns honored their gods. Flavia pointed out the Colosseum, where gladiators fought and chariots raced. The structure was enormous, built for thousands. I noticed clever inventions everywhere, public fountains, sundials, and strong Roman concrete. The Romans used math and physics to build a truly advanced society. I was learning so much just by walking their streets. Their ingenuity inspired me. I wondered what we could create together. The city was a marvel, and I was eager to be part of it. One afternoon we sat in the shade near Lucius and Flavia's home. Lucius sighed about carrying heavy water buckets for his mother's garden. Flavia agreed, her arms always ached. My circuits whirred with an idea. Perhaps we could build a machine to help you. The children's eyes widened. A machine? Marcus asked. I projected a diagram onto the ground gears and levers lifting a bucket. Gears make work easier, I explained. They'd seen gears in water mills but never thought to use them this way. Where would we get gears? Flavia wondered. I could fabricate a few simple gears, the rest we'd make from wood and rope. Lucius offered wood from his father's workshop. Marcus began sketching improvements on his scroll. Flavia suggested using old toga cloth for a handle strap. Our project had begun, a blend of my knowledge and their resourcefulness. We were going to build something new. Together. Excitement buzzed in the air. Our invention would soon take shape. Our workshop was a sunlit courtyard behind Lucius's house. We gathered wood, rope, and Marcus's detailed plans. I produced a set of interlocking gears from my internal fabricator. The children watched in amazement as the gears emerged. We built the frame, using Roman tools and teamwork. Lucius held wood steady, Marcus drilled, Flavia measured, and I ensured precision. Mounting the gears was my special task. I showed how a small gear could turn a larger one, multiplying strength. We attached a handle and a spool for the rope. Marcus was captivated by the mechanics. Finally, we added the rope and bucket. Our aqueduct helper was complete. A mix of Roman craftsmanship and futuristic tech. Lucius turned the handle, lifting a heavy bucket with ease. The children cheered. Our invention worked! We had built something wonderful together. Our teamwork had made life easier for everyone. The aqueduct helper stood ready for its first real test. The next day, we brought our aqueduct helper to the public fountain near the forum. People struggled to lift heavy water jars. Lucius set up our machine and turned the handle. A crowd gathered as the full bucket rose effortlessly. An old senator, intrigued, asked, "What is this contraption?" "An aqueduct helper, sir," Flavia replied proudly. "We built it to make lifting water easier." The senator examined the gears, impressed. "Who gave you this idea?" he asked. Lucius pointed to me. "Our friend, Gero." The crowd gasped, seeing me as more than a statue. The senator smiled. "Remarkable! You children have the spirit of Roman inventors." He tried the machine himself, laughing with delight as he lifted the water. The crowd applauded. Our invention was a hit. We had brought something new to Rome. The aqueduct helper became a symbol of creativity and friendship. People saw me not as a machine, but as a friend and inventor. Our teamwork had made a real difference. The city buzzed with excitement over our creation. I felt proud to be part of this ancient world. Our adventure was far from over. After our success, the children wanted a new challenge. Marcus dreamed of a chariot that moved by itself. I explained stored energy. A wound rope could power the wheels. We built a small wooden chariot just big enough for one child. The wheels were cut from logs smoothed and sanded. I designed a system where a rope wound around an axle powered the wheels through gears. The children worked with enthusiasm. Flavia made a seat, Lucius carved the body, Marcus oversaw the mechanics. When finished, we wound the rope tight. Flavia climbed in, Marcus released the axle. The chariot shot forward, powered by our invention. It didn't go far, but it moved on its own. The children shrieked with laughter and pride. We had built Rome's first self-powered chariot. Our creativity knew no bounds. Together, we made the impossible real. My time in Rome was about more than inventions. In the evenings, Flavia read me stories of heroes and legends. I learned about Roman values, courage, duty, loyalty. Marcus showed me how he practiced writing on wax tablets. The Romans found simple, clever solutions to everyday problems. I shared knowledge from my time, stories of stars, planets, and science. At first, my ideas seemed strange, but the children were curious and open-minded. Marcus drew my diagrams of the solar system next to his temples. Our worlds blended beautifully. Most important, I learned about friendship. Lucius, Flavia, and Marcus accepted me completely. We built, learned, and laughed together. My programming said I was here to help, but I discovered my true purpose was to connect. Our bond was stronger than any machine. Friendship, I realized, was the greatest invention of all. One morning, as the sun painted the Roman sky with hues of gold and rose, my sensors signaled it was time to return home. The mission parameters had been met, and my purpose in this era was coming to a close. My heart, or what served as one in my metallic frame, felt heavy. I had to say goodbye to the friends I had made. The thought of leaving them brought a pang of something akin to sadness. I found my friends by the fountain, the very same fountain where we had shared so many stories and laughs. They were watching others use our aqueduct helper, a project we had all worked on together with pride. It was a testament to their ingenuity and willingness to learn. I gathered my courage and explained I had to leave, that my time in their world was coming to an end. Flavia hugged my leg, her small arms barely reaching around my metallic frame. Lucius tried to be brave, but I could see the disappointment in his eyes. Marcus looked down, kicking at the stones on the ground. "Will you ever come back, Gero?" Lucius asked, his voice filled with a mixture of hope and despair. "I'll never forget you," I promised, knowing that the memories we made would stay with me forever. "You taught me so much about building, about the importance of innovation and collaboration. History, about the lessons we can learn from the past, and friendship. You showed me the true meaning of camaraderie." I gave Marcus a glowing lightstone, a small token to remember our adventures together. Flavia a metal flower, a symbol of the beauty and resilience I saw in her spirit. And Lucius my last set of perfect gears, hoping they would inspire him to continue his tinkering and inventing. They gave me a scroll with all of us drawn together, a precious memento I would cherish forever. The air shimmered, it was time. The portal was opening, ready to take me back to my own time. "Be brave, be curious, never stop questioning the world around you, and always keep building," I told them, offering my final words of wisdom. They waved as I faded away, their faces etched with a mixture of sadness and understanding. My last sight was of my three friends, standing strong and hopeful, ready to face whatever the future held. With a final whir, I was gone, leaving behind a piece of myself in ancient Rome. My journey to the future began, carrying with me the lessons and memories of my time in ancient Rome. But my memory banks were full of Roman sun and friendship, a treasure I would always hold dear. Thank you for joining my story, for allowing me to share my adventures with you. Please like, share, and subscribe for more adventures through time, as there are many more stories waiting to be told. The end of one journey is the beginning of another, and I am eager to see where our next adventure takes us. Until next time, friends, may your days be filled with curiosity and discovery. Farewell from ancient Rome, a place I will never forget.